Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, and I'm coming at you with a team that was one, my most fun, and two, one that I actually thought I was going to hit Legend with before I ran into a couple teams that just kind of like worked against this team. So the team is Dusclops, Graveler, and Magneton, and so you're double weak to fighting in the back, right? So you draw out a fighter with Graveler because you could draw out ideally the Vigoroth, which you see a ton with Graveler, get off a Stone Edge that'll either, it doesn't one shot, but it gets it to the red. So you're either going to put it in the red or get a shield and then come back in with Dusclops just to absorb everything. And then Shadow Magneton with a shield advantage is kind of like what I said with Metagross in Master League with a shield. Is just like once you have a shield advantage with that, you should be good. Sorry. Sorry for that loud bang. You should be good. So let's get into the battles. I appreciate that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new. So, and see those, right? You got two answers for this in the back. So come in here right away. Here comes your Vigoroth as expected. Yes, they can do good, solid with the counters. Body Slam is resisted. So one Body Slam does not take you out. So there's no point of throwing it there. And look at that Stone Edge. It doesn't take them out, but now it's going to force them to throw, or else I'm going to take them out. I'm actually going to, I will shield and take switch advantage here because, am I going to double shield here? I think I'm going to double shield because I have a move coming out, right? I have a move coming out, which will grab the shield from the Celio if it comes back in, or I don't know what else is going to come in. Dragonair, that's fine too, right? This will do a ton of chip damage, so I expect them to shield. Yeah, I expect to see a Shadow. Bad news is Electric is resisted, so both these moves would be resisted. So come in here. And again, just need some chip damage here. They shield. I think I can probably live anything. Aqua Tail is the only thing they can throw, so you'll definitely live one from a... Oh, it's a Dragon Pulse. You still live a Dragon Pulse, so that's cool. They do snipe, but now I can just go for a little over and Shadow Magneton. Doesn't matter if this Celio is full health. This one-shots the Celio. Out comes the Dragonair. Electric is resisted. Magnet Bomb is not resisted. So this will hit for neutral. And this will... Goodbye, Dragonair. This was like this all day. You just like sniped. You just like one-shotted almost everything. So again, Vigoroth, you're weak to the back and fighting, right? So this is where you kind of want to see a Vigoroth if you want to see it. And then, so the problem is I played this matchup enough now that if you don't shield a Bulldoze, you're going to lose. But at this point, I'm okay losing here. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to lose, but I'm going to lose with them in the red. So I'm going to get some farm on my Graveler. Because they're going to have to throw a Bulldoze. And then I should be able to just... They're going to have to throw Bulldoze, and then they're probably going to have to throw another move. Yeah, they're probably going to have to throw Body Slam. I was going to take it out here. So they could just counter down here, which is okay. I might swap if that. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't want to get countered down there, so I'm just going to swap. This could be Bulldoze again, I think. But I'm just going to let it go, thinking it's Body Slam. So it is just Body Slam. And again, I always try and save those shields for Magneton. So... this will do, again, it won't take it out, but it'll do a ton of chip damage. Stone Edge is just such a beast of a move. Puts it in the red. That is all I need. I'm going to get a Rock Blast off, so they have to shield because they are loaded with energy, so they're not going to go down here. Which means, oh, they do go down. Oh, and it's a Golbat in the back. So you are not going to like my Shadow Magneton. No shot there. Again, Celio lead. Celio, Vigoroth, backline here is pretty common. And Haunter comes in. And Haunter, you don't even need to like fake a Stone Edge because Haunter is so glassy. These Volt Switches are already like adding up. So Rock Blast is going to do a lot of damage. So they have to shield. Look at those Volt Switches. Just insane. Haunter's so glassy. Doesn't even take me out. I get to a second Rock Blast. So this will grab the second shield. So grab the second shield. At this point, honestly, I'm going to come in Dusclops and probably just let everything go. Just let the moves go. There's really nothing that's going to beat me, I don't think, with 2 shield advantage. Unless they have a Vigoroth in the back. Did I pull out a Vigoroth? No, I pulled out a Haunter. So I do shield 1 in case they do have a Vigoroth in the back. So they're not getting out, and I hit them before they hit me. And are we going to one-shot here? I'm pretty sure we're going to one-shot here. Goodbye, Celio. And it's a gold bat. You know what we're doing back-to-back. So, again, super fun team. Where did I have trouble with it? Again, you saw like bad leads switched into Vigor, to switch into my Graveler, met by the Dragonair on the lead. This is tough. So the problem is you are the double dragon team that I saw a bunch was the problem, because here's why, right? My electric move is resisted. Dragon Breath is not resisted on your Graveler. I could have come in Magnezone, but any move I'd have to shield as well, because Magnezone is so glassy. There's another dragon here. So this team's already double dragon. So any double dragon team, or even like single dragon in the wrong spot, is tough to deal with. And this is probably going to be one of my losses. So, and what happened was I went 8-2 with this team from 27-30 to 28-10. 8-2, should have been 9-1. I misplayed one of the games. Should have been 9-1. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to push to legend with this team, no problem. And then I had like 3 double dragons in a row. And when you have double electric in the back, like, you're in a bit of trouble, because dragon resists that, and here's a triple dragon team, right? I can't do anything against this team. And even these ice punches like don't do enough. And like Dragon Breath resisted here, but like a resisted Dragon Breath is chunking me because Magneton is so glassy and does not take it out. Plus you have like resisted, so double resisted electric here plus resisted hex. So wireless is a problem for this team, right? So can you switch this team up? Yes, I think. Not that I want to give the team away, because I am running, I ran this team with, instead of running Magneton, I'm running Vigoroth, just because I like Graveler in the back, because it one-shots almost everything. And then Vigoroth is enough as a safe swap. It can deal with the dragons. It can deal with almost everything, right? So Vigoroth comes in here. At this point, I'm good to just stay in this matchup and ice punch my way through this. I may even shield the bulldoze, knowing that they're probably going to go for the bulldoze. Let's lower this. This is bothering me. Yeah, because I know I have a good lead. And I know it's a psychic, so I know I can get my steal on it too, which is why I shielded the bulldoze. So anyways, that's a team. Well, you'll let these last two matches play out, but it's very easy. Like, if you don't see how you play this team, is if you don't see the Vigoroth on the lead, you try and swap. Again, Dragonair on the lead is extremely tough because you don't really have anywhere to go either, but you have to draw out a Vigoroth or else you're going to be in trouble in the back. Yeah, so that's how the team. That's a Magneton is a beast. A Graveler is a sneaky beast. It also beats Chansey, which I now start to see 1.5 million of. Speaking of the fat piece of Chanseys are now everywhere. And this is these stone edges. Although nothing really hurts Chansey, these stone edges do hurt Chansey. Like that's the second one, right? Am I going to get to a third one here? Nope. So I'm just going to blast it with a rock blast. And I was super low with this Pokemon, and I took it down to like the deep, like not deep yellow, but yellows, right? So it's a nice answer here. And I imagine that every move is resisted here, so I'll probably let it go. It is just a psychic that's resisted. Now they come back in here. I'll do some chip damage here, and then my Magneton should be able to sweep in the back. So yeah, Chansey became a bit of a problem, which is why I also ran Vigoroth, a Graveler now. I think I'm running right now because those two can deal with Chanseys, and I just saw like 4 Chanseys in a row. So now I've got that as an answer to that. They throw here, perfect, farm down, throw all the Magnet Bombs. So I'm trying to decide, because then I also have a team coming because of the Double Dragon. I have one with the Brionne, I think it's called, or whatever. It's the only Charmer in this league, really, so I use that. And it was okay. The problem is it's a Charmer without being a fairy. It's a water Pokemon. So like even if you get against the dragons are still doing neutral against you with the Dragon Breath. So it's not like you're doing amazing again. So I used it. I didn't love it. Like I built it up, spent 200,000 dust on it. Don't love it, quite honestly. I don't think it's worth building up. So they tried to catch here, was aware. Just gonna get the Stone Edge off now. And then I'm gonna have to show you. I'm debating what to do on Thursday. If I hit Legend, I'll obviously show a team Thursday morning. Obviously Thursday will be the Great League and I think it's Halloween Cup teams. And then, because I used a bunch of teams and then I went back to modify version of this team because I used the Charmer team. I used that. And then I was seeing, like I said, the dragons were an issue because I couldn't deal with it even with the Charmer because I was just getting hit for neutral. So then I switched into, I built up 200,000, but like a few hundred, maybe 100,000 dust on Pillow Swine. I built that up, but that's really glassy. And then I went back to the Charger Bug team that I mentioned yesterday, and that was okay. But then Celio started showing up everywhere, so it just felt like I was just getting hit with constant, like, unlucky team building comps there. So this comes out. I know it has Bulldoze, so that's just a Shy Shock, which is too bad. But I should maybe be able to outpace this here. And I think Discharge is going to one-shot this no matter what, too. Yeah, goodbye. Dusclops comes back in, get this move off. And I don't think they can take me out before I get to another move, because I am full health. Or I can just farm down, actually. Anyways, so that is a team. Like I said, I'm probably using, if you run into me, I'm using a modified version of this team right now. Again, I really like this back line. Like, I think this team works as long as you're not seeing a bunch of dragons. If you're seeing a bunch of dragons, don't use this team. If you're not seeing a bunch of dragons, use this team, because I think it's really, really strong. And that's it. So Thursday, undecided. If I hit Legend, I'll show the team. If I may do like the rag tag of like, here are the 4 other teams I tried and what worked and what didn't work. And then we'll get into the Halloween Cup and the Great League. Let me know. I'll probably do Halloween Cup because I really like the meta for the Halloween Cup. Let me just break it open. Oh, no, it's not Halloween Cup next week. Halloween Cup's the week after, which makes sense because it's only the 13th and 20th next week. Great League, Ultra League, Master League. Okay, so we will do Great League teams. So Great League teams on Thursday. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.